Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murder.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
For fuck's sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They
hardly...
were there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me! It was them! And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where have I
internally.
heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
What?
He was beaten to mashed apples while under your
Are you
watch.
kidding
Under
me?
my watch.
Did I hit him?
He's
I hit him
right.
once.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be
Bigby! Miss White!
Narissa, hi.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Please
Why
don't
don't you
first.
take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
You don't have to do this.
Yes,
I know.
I do.
Don't kill yourself.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
whether-
up.
Ooh!
You
Ram!
enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her?
No.
Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Narissa! My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say,
Oh, that
Don't
feels
worry.
good for
He's
her.
gonna pay for it.
he made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Not really.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic. I
That's not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't give a
bloodshed
shit.
So we
already?
get rid of
It's too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up!
Jesus.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
No
What
matter
about
what it is,
Vicky?
I'm gonna be the deciding call.
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
I don't want to be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of
I
him.
know we can, but...
Not this way.
What the? That scared me! Phew! Okay, now when I get the chance, I'm ripping his head off. Why am I frozen? I'm ripping his head off now. This is Sparta.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Ripping his head off!
Just between us, I was gonna let you live.
I was, probably.
You're going to miss me.
Not at this range.
I won't.
Not at this range. Not at this range!
Oh my god!
Oh.
Is it gonna blink at me? I thought it was gonna blink at me. To be fair, I was starting to debate.
For Lily.
Oh.
And Faith.
Great, they're afraid of me.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Great, they're scared of me. Too bad. You know what? I don't care. I don't care! Know what? I don't care. Is that it? That's not it, is it? That's not it. Whew! I thought that was gonna be the end of the game. I was gonna be pissed! You look a lot better.
Hey, Sheriff.
Hi. Nice to see you.
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
You're
Okay.
leaving?
Great.
You look human.
This fucking line.
Where are you sitting? Tim?
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
I'm sorry. About what happened
Just
with
because
the
they're
crooked
listening.
man. I didn't...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
He backs me up on
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
So it's still like this. Great. They are all sitting in line, and Bluebeard just walks right in.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
What's he doing? Is he giving drinks to the people in line? Huh. Now that's it! If this is the end of the game, I'm going to be pissed. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, good. It's a really long loading screen there, so I thought it was going to end the game. I was Bloody Mary's still out there.
I'm going! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff.
I
Nice
gave you
fucking
money.
day.
I gave you money!
Shit! Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby.
Why did you walk
I
away?
have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
You remember
Can
something?
you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she
Oh.
liked that one the best.
A bug.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if
Ew.
you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
You're gonna
What's
make
it
me
like
feel
at
bad,
the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
actually. Sucker me in with the kid.
Do we have to go?
Gonna sucker me
I
in.
want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Oh, you gonna make me feel awful. Come on.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Don't say that.
Have you been there before?
No.
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Okay, you know what? I'm trying
All
to
set.
help.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Make me feel like it.
Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Really? I can't.
Saying goodbye?
Bloody Mary? Oh, here's the. Hi.
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 You're still wearing that thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to.
It's okay. I get it.
I'm not removing the ribbon, just in case.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is
Don't
it?
tell me you were lying.
It's about what happened to Faith and
You're not lying, are you? You didn't
Not
lie
sure
back
where
there.
to start.
Please don't tell me you're lying.
Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
What do you mean?
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Here.
Do you
Thank
smoke?
you.
I mean, it's a crappy brand. I'm sorry.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
You lied. Are you
But
kidding
it
me?
wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction.
He seemed to have a way
People like
back.
us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way.
Yes, it does.
We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around.
When?
You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
Bloody Mary's still out there.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
Trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
What? What? I don't get it.
I'll see you around,
And that's it.
Wolf.
And that's it. Oh! Oh no! Why you do this to me? Ugh. What did you do to Georgie? Wow. A little less than half ended his suffering. Nobody brought him back alive. Wow, everybody was pissed off. Wow. Did you... Wow, nobody ripped his head off. Okay, I'm a lot in the minority. Okay. Did you accept TJ's gift for Snow? Why wouldn't you? I don't get it. Why wouldn't you? I mean, unless you're just gonna be a jerk. And then that's just last choice. Okay. Oh, that was a very... That was fun. I liked that. Oh, cool. Beast, you told him that you saw beauty outside the apartment. No, I actually... What did I say? I don't remember, actually. You impressed her with your detective skills. Well, she wasn't the brightest anyways. Bluebeard, you fought him. Butcher, you offered him protection. Colin, you gave him a drink. When he asked for one in your apartment, you helped him avoid the farm. One thing I don't understand is what was with the drinks. You took him back from the witching while you ripped his head off. That's the greatest. Dumb, you killed him. So simple. Faith, you gave her money after the fight. Deceased, Gren, you drank with him. I did not rip his arm off. Nerissa, you gave her a cigarette. Bro, you brought her along with you the Trip Trap. Tiny Tim, you chose to wait for him. Toad, you stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. You gave him money. Yes, I did. And he still ended up going to the farm. That's it. Well, that's it for the Wolf Among Us. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, yeah, apparently there's a graphic novel for this, which is really nice. Well, that was fun. Thank you for watching. Is there, like, anything else? Well, let's do the Book of Fables. Now, I'm missing some. I will go back and get these, don't you worry. I just want to go back and read some more real quick, just to, like, see if anything else is there. Probably won't be, but... Alright, I just wanted to see if any of that would, like, help me connect it. All these are new? Because I forgot to read them after the last time. Alright. Silverbolt's wolf's weakness. The legends of great and magical wolves often make mention of their weakness against weapons made of silver. And those tales bear out to be true. The silver bullet Mary shot Bigby was not the first, but many of them could be his last. Any silver left in Bigby's body weakens his system, slows his healing, and can cause long-term damage. I can talk so well! Acting deputy. I don't like the fact that she's on a throne. And she's like staring like phew. With Ichabod Crane firmly out of the picture and King Cole still absent, the task of leading Fabletown falls squarely on Snow's shoulders. She has performed many of the job's duties for a long time, picking up the slack for Crane, but now that she's fully in charge, she has to deal with the new level of politicking that she has not previously been exposed to. The Jersey Devil. He's so cool! No, seriously, he looks so cool. I just want to look at him for a minute. He's just so awesome. Now all the fables who came to this world landed in Fabletown. These are those who scattered across the farthest corners of the earth, and there are those who simply prefer the Garden State to the Empire State. And those And there are those who simply prefer the gardens. Oh, I just read that. Such as the Jersey Devil. Reports of its appearance have varied. I can talk so well. I'm so good at reading. Though most accounts make mention of leathery wings. Jesus. But an encounter with a certain axe of legend some years ago has temporarily rendered that featured absent. Yeah. You can see that where it's like cut off. Woodsman's axe, ensourced by druids. Once just a simple tool for felling trees, the axe has become much more when it was by druids and marked with their runes. But it truly became an object of legend when the woodsman used it to slice the big bad wolf from nape to neck in protection of Little Red Riding Hood. It may carry old world charm, but the simplicity of design and quality workmanship make it an effective tool or weapon even today. Unless it's made of fiberglass. John the Butcher. His name is often said in the same breath as that of the baker and candlestick maker of Fabletown. And like those other tradesmen, John the Butcher's storefront has served Fabletown for ages. Fresh cut exotic meats and even full sides of beef for the vigorous appetite of ogres and trolls. But John's business has fallen on hard times and fallen in with the wrong crowd. As the quality of his products declined and his business turned into a front operation with the Crooked Man, some have started to wonder if they really knew John. Bluebeard's money. One might think that Bluebeard donates funds to the Fabletown government for nefarious reasons, seeking special favors or to have a louder voice in government proceeding, but what he really wants is stability and strength, because as far as Bluebeard is concerned, Fabletown exists to insulate him from the Mundy world. As much as his money can be a sword, it also serves as a shield. The Crooked Lair headquarters. Occupying a dissanctified church, this is just one of many locations the Crooked Man's operation uses to run the Fabletown underworld. Its lounge atmosphere makes for a comfortable meeting place unless you are an unwelcome guest. It is yes, we were. It is completely boarded up to the outside world. The only way in is through one of the many portals marked by a door with the Crooked Man's Catherine wheel icon scattered throughout the city and elsewhere. The Crooked Man, Crime Lord. I don't understand why the eye is there, but I like it. The Crooked Man has slowly built himself into one of the most powerful figures in Fabletown. His operations started with a crooked sixpence and a crooked house, two things he cared about more than his wife or children, whom he killed, of course, rather than let him stand in his way. In his rise, the Crooked Man has ensnared many fables in his criminal web, providing them with what they need, but always at a high cost. He is cunning, persuasive, and ruthless. Tiny Tim Sentry. While most fables theorize that their longevity and overall well-being is improved by the Mundy world's knowledge of them, for a select few, that does not seem to apply. When a malady or injury is an integral part of a fable's story, that notoriety can make recovery nearly impossible. That's what Tiny Tim thinks, at least, and no medical care or magic, none that he can afford, can heal his leg. Life on the farm. With its idyllic location and managed community, the farm would seem a welcome alternative to eking out an existence in Fabletown. But those who have lived there see it differently. They see it for what it is, a prison, a place where you are free to be who you are and do whatever you please except leave. It doesn't help that while fables who appear human do not have to worry about being sent to the farm, they always seem to have filled the leadership roles there. Wait, what? Okay. I'm sorry. I can't read out loud for some reason. Vivian's story, the girl with the ribbon. Vivian was the very first to bear the curse of the purple ribbon. Removing the ribbon would result in death, and any attempt to talk about it was thwarted by the spell upon it. As time went on, she tried to live a normal life. Eventually, she married a nice man, but he was constantly wondering about the ribbon around her neck. Despite her pleas for him to leave it alone, one night, while she was sleeping, he attempted to remove it. As he pulled on the edge of her string, Vivian woke and saw what her husband had been doing. In a panic, she pulled away, preventing the ribbon's knot from being undone. Furious, she tried to express the severity of his actions, but her husband was unable to understand. She realized then that she couldn't trust him and decided to leave. Smart decision. She lived alone the rest of their days in the homelands, preferring the safety of isolation to the risk of another betrayal. the pudding and pie. Vivian and Georgie met during the exodus from the homelands, and they helped each other survive the long journey to the mundane world. Upon their arrival, however, they found it hard to make a decent living. With what money they had, they opened the pudding and pie. Operating a strip club may not have been the most desirable occupation, but they figured it was better to be in charge of a place like this than forced to work through desperation, than be forced through desperation to work in one. Oh my god, this is awesome. The Big Bad Wolf, true form. I love it! His true form is that of a giant 8-foot-tall wolf. In addition to his iconic huff and puff power, he has also inherited other abilities from his father, the North Wind. For example, he is able to hold his breath for an abnormally long amount of time, making it impossible for him to drown. He's so cool. Mary's loyalty, part of the job. These things are creepy. Bloody Mary began working for the Crooked Man many centuries ago. He promised her freedom to do as she pleased as long as she agreed to act as his personal bodyguard and hitman. Let's see how that worked. Because of the Crooked Man's power and influence, Mary never had to worry about getting caught by the authorities. She enjoys her job immensely and would defend the Crooked Man to the death, mostly because she finds it fun. That doesn't tell me anything about what this is. Does it? No. That just says Mary's loyalty. It doesn't say what this is. Yes, that talks about her loyalty, but it doesn't... What is this? What is it? It's terrifying. I'm gonna have nightmares. Fabletown Justice. When a criminal is captured in Fabletown, the traditional procedure is to hold a formal meeting in front of the community or concerned parties. However, exceptions are also made to expedite the process. In reality, there aren't any hard and fast rules for these types of situations. To the extent to which policies are upheld can depend on who's being charged. New Order. Snow White in charge. With Crane out of the picture, Major Cole has officially appointed Snow White as the deputy mayor. Many would say this promotion is a long time coming since she was instrumental. She was instrumental in the establishment of Fabletown and personally ensured that many fables made it to the New World safely. She's been doing the work of deputy mayor unofficially for years. After fleeing the homelands, Bigby Wolf spent many years wandering through Europe. With the Fable colony quickly developing in the New World, Snow White and Feathertop tracked down the wolf and offered him passage to Fabletown. He agreed, and Snow cut him with a lycanthropy-stained knife to give him the power to change into his own form at will. Bigby became sheriff of Fabletown under King Cole's administration, but because of his violent past, many Fables didn't trust him, and he was banned from others setting foot on the farm. To this day, he struggles to redeem himself in the eyes of the community. And that's it. That would appear to be everything. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Thank you guys for watching. It's been really fun. Yeah, wow. Goodbye, everybody.